Hello YouTube, Drag Racing Duelist here. Tonight I'm going to bring you guys my deck profile of Chronomalies that is finally finished after testing and trying out some cards. So I'm going to show you guys what I have for the final version. 3 Chronomaly Crystal Bones. He's your Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon him from your hand. When you do, you can special summon 1 Chronomaly monster from your hand or graveyard except Chronomaly Crystal Bones. Next, 3 Chronomaly Crystal Skulls. If you control a face-up Chronomaly monster, you can ditch this card to the graveyard and add 1 Chronomaly monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can only activate his effect once per turn. 3 Chronomaly Moai. If you control a face-up Chronomaly monster, you can special summon him from your hand in defense position. 3 Chronomaly Crystal Golden Jets. Once per turn, you can increase the levels of all Chronomaly monsters you control by 1. 1 Neospatian Grand Mole. 1 Snowman Eater. 2 Tour Guides from the Underworld. And 2 targets, Sangan and Night Assailant. And 1 Cyber Dragon. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. 1 Book of Moon. 3 MSTs. 2 Chronomaly Technology. Target 1 Chronomaly monster in your graveyard, banish it. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand, and send the other to your graveyard. You can only activate 1 Chronomaly Technology per turn, and you cannot special summon any monsters during that turn except Chronomaly monsters. 2 Mini Guts. There's an OTK you can do with this card and one of their XYZ monsters. You tribute 1 monster to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0 until the end phase. When it is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of that monster. Now to the traps. 1 Mirror Force. 1 Judgment and the 2 warnings. 2 Call the Haunted to help out the fact that the deck is slow. 2 Wabakus for kind of the same reason. You want to be able to get your plays off, so you need to keep your monsters on board. 1 Torrential Tribute. 1 Threatening Roar. Same idea as the Wabaku. You want to keep your monsters on the field. And 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. 41 cards in the main deck. Now I'll show you the extra deck. 1 number 34 Terabyte. Don't go into him very often, but his effect is pretty good. You can detach a material, target 1 face-up, level 4 or lower attack position monster your opponent controls, and you gain control of it until the end phase. 1 Chronomaly Crystal Cryonaut. Once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can detach a material. This turn, this card cannot be destroyed by a battle or card effects. Also, your opponent takes any damage that you would have received from battles involving this card. 1 Acid Golem. 1 Tempo. Once during either player's turn, you can detach an XYZ material from this card and target 1 XYZ monster your opponent controls and detach 1 material from that monster. Giga Brilliant. He boosts all your monsters 300 attack each time you detach a material. 1 Leviathan Dragon. 1 Giant Soldier of Steel. This card is unaffected by monster effects once per turn. During either player's turn, you can detach a material from it. This card gains 1000 defense until the end phase, and if it does, you take no effect damage from your opponent's card effects this turn. 1 Zen Mains. 1 Gemnite Pearl. 1 Utopia. 1 Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach a material from this card. Target 1 face-up ninja monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. 1 Adrius, the Keeper of Armageddon. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, target one face-up card your opponent controls, and destroy it. 1 Tyrus. This card's effect can only be applied and resolved while it has XYZ material, and can't be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacks or was attacked, target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. During each of your end phases, you have to detach a material from this card. 1 number 33, Chronomaly, Maku Mech. This is the card you can do the OTK with, and you'll see why. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card to target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between its original attack and its current attack. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to the damage inflicted. So if they have a 1000 attack power monster out, you're going to do the 1000 from the mini guts. You're going to do the 1000 from this card's effect, and then the 3400 you're going to get from attacking over that card. So you're going to do a huge amount of damage, and the bigger the monster, the more likely you are to OTK your opponent. And the last card, Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. He has piercing battle damage, and you can overlay him over any rank 5 or 6. So he's good to put in there and just overlay him over a used up Tyrus or Adrius. That's all I have for the deck profile tonight. Rate, comment, subscribe. You guys all have a good day. Bye.